Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. And for the teams that are struggling to meet expectations, Richard, what kind of advice would you give them at this point of the season?
Well, Kev, it all depends on why they're struggling. If they're trying to integrate new pieces, you got to stay patient. If it's chemistry issues, though, that can get a bit more complicated.
How have you handled chemistry issues when you play?
Well, some things are just unavoidable. Some teams have great chemistry, and some teams, not so much.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns, we've got Paul, Damian Lillard out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Cam Johnson, and it's Garland in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, the backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Maxi Kleba is out there with Hardaway. And it's Wood in at the 5. And that one's good, Lillard.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
Dinwiddie against Bridges. Dinwiddie kicks to Doncic. He's looking for Hardaway and finds him, and the shot goes down.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Johnson from outside sinks the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter's feel, but not who you want to leave open. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look, nope.
And here we go. Coach's challenge is being called for here on the out-of-bounds violation.
And you know these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is something you can get a much better perspective.
The previous play is under review.
Camera angles much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Bridges against Dinwiddie. He's looking for Hardaway and finds him. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Hardaway has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
No coverage that time.
And normally near the top, handling the ball. Luka sneaking out to the corner there, getting free for 3.
Cans it from downtown.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Dinwiddie wide open. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Garland, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. From outside, off the mark. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Bridges left side. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Bridges shot. Good. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Mavericks Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
Wood with the bucket.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Here's Lillard trying to get open as Johnson. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Johnson.
And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside. Certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can also spot up and beat you from beyond the arc. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of this. The first free throw is good.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
Dallas making a switch here. Green's checked in. The Suns making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in for Chris Paul.
And that's how you finish at the basket. Wood showing great initiative with these kind of takes.
Bridges inside. Working on Green. Bridges shot good. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs it's all about finding the right fit for the role player.
And that's why this team is willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you can see them look a lot like the Harden era Rockets.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Christian Wood. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Hardaway. Martin's checked in for the Suns. Doncic finds Powell. And here's Bullock from the arc. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He's so strong when he goes to work on the glass. One opening is all he'll need to finish the play, even if it's just a tip-in.
Phoenix calls timeout. Jeff Green is checked in for Phoenix. Kuminga comes in for Garland. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Their last encounter was in Phoenix.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Yeah, the reserves added another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
And the passer floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Martin for three. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score.
Second team foul.
.133 left in the first quarter. Doncic dishes to Green. Here he goes. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Man, you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
Lillard against Doncic. Here's Okongwu. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Offensive rebound. They shoot again. Misses the layup.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Mavericks trail by 4. Doncic passes to Bullock. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Phoenix making a change here. Landale's checked in. So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against the Spurs in San Antonio. From the high post, Martin finds Lillard. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dallas is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Doncic. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And that's the way to close. Once Doncic has this type of look, game over.
Lillard outside. Deep. Got him at the buzzer.
That is how you finish it.
Yeah. Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Yeah, that's 1 in 100 type shot. But hey, that is why you just throw it up there.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Phoenix Suns. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. It's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Maxi Kleber. And it's Green, then it's Christian Wood. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Green passes to Wood. Hardaway with a wide open look. Drops in the tray. Hardaway has got 7 points.
Look at Wood finding ways to contribute. Sees an open man and drops a dime.
Lillard way outside. Another 3 for Phoenix. Mavericks trail by 4. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. Group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. They are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. DA, thank you. Over in the corner, Green. Over Bridges. Bridges with some nice defense. Suns leading by 6. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, and they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Obviously, Wood is in sync with his team. Perfectly timed leap to throw down that finish.
Phoenix calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Okongwu's checked in for Phoenix. That'll be a 5-second call. Dinwiddie outside. Johnson against Wood. Lets it go from 11. The shot, no good. Bridges with some nice defense. Johnson goes in. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Poke loose. Outside Hardaway. This one for 3. Garland with the rebound. So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to New York. Lillard with it, defended by Dinwiddie. Here's Johnson. Bridges for three. It's rebounded by Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And it's Hardaway slamming it down.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20-10 guy. But now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
Mavericks trail by 4. Dinwiddie up top. Covered by Lillard. Inside. Green draws the double. The wide open look here for Wood. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Wood's got 5 points in the quarter. And you hear about impacting winning. How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Doncic is subbed in for Josh Green. Hardaway, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
There's Green with the three. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks trail. Now Doncic. Here's Hardaway. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Nice pass right there from Garland. Love seeing that selfless attitude.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dallas. Reggie Bullock comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And a change for the Suns. Landale's checked in. Phoenix has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. For Dallas, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
Reggie Bullock taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Bullock. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tied it up.
Here's Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists tonight. Doncic outside. Hits it from three-point range. Doncic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And Sean's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive. And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Dinwiddie passes to McGee.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
The Mavericks have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Bridges, he's checked in for Phoenix. And the second free throw, good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. The 3. That one, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
For three, Bridges. The long distance three is buried. Bridges has got 7 points.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
The three. Dinwiddie's shot is off. The Suns leading. From the arc. Bridges misses.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
On the wing, Doncic. Shot left block. That's tipped. Phoenix calls timeout.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Bridges for three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for joining us. And first off, let's take a look at the players of the week. The Jet here was named Player of the Week back in 1991.
Yeah, that's right. That pretty much means I was the best player in the planet for 1 week. That's what it means. You're a player of the week in the NBA. You're the best player on the planet for 1 week.
Keep telling yourself
That's
that.
7 days, brother. 7 days. Nobody was
Kenny,
better.
wake up. You're having a dream.
Nobody was better for 7
Kenny,
days.
you're having a dream. Somebody cut his mic now.
And guys, let's talk now about how incredible Damian Lillard was in that first half.
They've been dialing his number, and he's answered the calls. His teammates know he's feeling it. Credit them for being unselfish and getting him the ball.
Feed him every possession. The big dog is hungry.
You know about big dogs being hungry, man. You are the big dog, and you stay hungry, even today.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. We've got Johnson. Bridges out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Paul in at the 4 slot.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one.
On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. They get the rebound. And Wood stays with it.
An excellent rebounder in college. Despite being kind of a skinny kid, Wood is doing the same thing at this level.
Paul for 3. Kicks it out to Lillard. No good on the triple.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Wood finds Dinwiddie. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Paul goes in, and Paul slams it in.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Kleba. Bridges with some nice defense.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Lays it up and banks it in. Bridges has got 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Shot from 12. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
It is a shame to see a high percentage look go to waste. You'll be hearing about this one in the locker room, I'm sure.
Drills it from outside.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Doncic outside. They need this. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists in the game. Phoenix leading by 4. Here's Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, quick thinking wins Dame assists. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
And they double up Doncic. Kleba kicks to Doncic. To the inside. Wood with the bucket.
He is 6'10", skilled, and athletic. Wood, this man is a walking bucket. We are watching him go off.
Here's Lillard. That one, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Pass to Doncic. Back to Dinwiddie. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Wood. Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Hardaway. And Josh Green subbed in for Doncic. And for the Suns, Okongwu comes in for Paul. And it's Green in for Bridges. Here's Johnson. And the layup is good. 11 points for Johnson.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
Here's Green. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Down low, McGee. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists tonight.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Dinwiddie with it. Lillard picks him up. And they take the lead. Dinwiddie's got 9. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Count that bucket. And the Suns lead by 1.
A guy who spaces the floor, but also willing to attack the rim. Lillard has confounded the defense all night.
Dinwiddie outside. Passes it to Bullock. Shot clock at 5. No good with the triple.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Johnson kicks to Lillard. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Okay, I'm going to take you guys inside the huddle, all right? The message from coach is simple. Stop him.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic is checked in. And for the Suns, Landale's checked in. And it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Garland. To the paint. Here's Bullock. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Bullock's got his second basket.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And Damian Lillard again.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Doncic passes to Bullock. McGee trying to break free. Bullock, good.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Landale misses. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. The drive by Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening, and he just explodes on the drive.
Green, and the bank shot is good. And the Suns lead by 1.
And it's been an exciting game. Both teams really fighting this one out.
Doncic with it. He's got 12. Lets it go from deep. Can't get the 3 to fall. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Phoenix. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. Back to the action in just a minute. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Green, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Wood in its center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleber. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
You take a look at Garland, almost all the way up there in the top spot. I don't know if he'll make it to number 1, but you'd have to say he's going to be a part of the contest for sure.
It's looking that way, and the contest will be a lot better off having him in it. He always puts on a show.
So there you go, and as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible. And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
And so Green will bring it up for Dallas. They lead by 1. The pass to Doncic. Shoots over Lillard. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 14 points for Luka Doncic.
In the mid-range, no longer a challenge for Doncic. He has rapidly become one of the best 3-level scorers in the game.
Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. And now a 6-point Dallas lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks. Suns moving the ball around. Pass to Okongwu. Now Kuminga. Puts it up from 12. The Mavericks pull it in. Wood's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Shots good by Green.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Suns trail by 8. Bridges for 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Hardaway, no good. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's Lillard missing. Mavericks leading by 5. Green with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Back to Green. Hardaway for three. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Bridges against Green. To the left side wing. Here's Lillard. And there it is for him. And that's now 25 points for Damian Lillard.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
The three for Doncic. He watches it go to the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Timeout called the Suns. Dinwiddie's checked in for Dallas. And then for Phoenix, Johnson comes in for Okongwu. And it's Garland in for Kuminga. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
For three, Bridges. The shot will not fall. And it's Dallas the other way. Doncic kicks to Dinwiddie. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Paul with the three. The Mavericks pull it in. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Hardaway passes to Kleba. Now here's Dinwiddie. To Kleba. Hardaway for three. Garland with the rebound. Garland's got his 5th rebound in this one. Takes the three. Offensive rebound. For three, Bridges. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Stolen by Garland. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Here's Lillard. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Luka Doncic.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
To end the run. Rebound by Johnson.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more often times than not.
Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
The Mavericks trailing. Doncic outside. Dinwiddie outside. Outside Hardaway. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 2. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Kleba. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard from outside. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Dallas Mavericks. To the middle. Kleba.
Big points there on the slam. He had a much smaller man on him and took him to task. Just a massive play. This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, they need to focus on scoring every possession and not turning over the ball. I love seeing young players like Garland stepping up to the challenge and being the guy for their team.
Here's Doncic. just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Inside, Kleba. Yes!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
Phoenix calls timeout. They trail by 2. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Lillard. It's off. And an intentional foul right there.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
At the line for Dallas, Luka Doncic.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And you'd rather not foul Doncic here because he loves getting to the line and delivering.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ballgame.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did it.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Spencer Dinwiddie taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
Bridges for 3. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. So a close game sees Dallas taking this. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Kevin, thank you. Luka, congrats on the win, but you have a quick turnaround here, so what will be key to keeping this going?
Same as today, prepare hard for this game, play good defense, and, just keep attacking them. We just got to prepare ourselves.
Hey, man, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in as New Balance presents our player of the game, Luka Doncic.